And Schulman, Pat Tabler, Hazel May with you here. They are the highest scoring team in baseball this year.
Earned run average. He's pitched okay lately.
Brett Phillips, the right fielder for the Rays, is in the box and underway with a fast. Happy to see the Blue Jays back in town after in Baltimore. Slider and a good one. 0-2.
Boy, that's a great.
And he got dirt. Kirk down to Guerrero with
Valera and Bichette on the left side. Simeon, Vladimir Guerrero.
24 home runs, 98 driven in on the season. And we have a guy who hits the ball in the air much more than he hits the ball. Grounded down to first, but right at Guerrero, and he makes a legitimate power guy in the middle of the lineup. But again, and this runs, and you look at a team where the whole that's made the offense even better. The 0-1 will get into the netting, and it's 0-2.
It is saying that guy in the middle of that lineup to drive in the big.
1-2 on the way. Got him. Good start for Alec. When you hit a grand slam, seemingly every few days.
Or so you why. This is Colin McHugh. He will open. Was at Baltimore. Scheduled to go probably one time through.
Opener against because they have so many. To bring in your bulk guy, and that's going to be Ryan Yarbrough in all likely, kind of ignoring McHugh. If you know, so that's why Corey Dickerson's not in there. Jake Lamb's not in there. They're going with a lot of
sliders working. He can give you multiple.
George Springer yanks one to left. So now Simeon hitting .272, 39. Just has had it for the Rays right now against Simeon as he fouls it back, and the count is 0 Diamond. Outside, 2-2.
Been doing.
Ground ball to third. Yandy Diaz up with 5 home runs on the 8-game road trip and on the season. 22 years old, 44 home runs.
It's that bit, but he seems to have found it. And I think
the 1-1. And a breaking ball catches the inside corner.
That he doesn't like to inner half.
And he got him. So McHugh.
I think that's part of it. Both of those, what you just said, what they've got everybody on this team.
Ji-Man Choi leading off the hamstring injury, and he is 1 for 13 since getting. You might see 7 lefties in the lineup. The next night you might see 6 or 7 righties as Choi smokes one. Diaz had a good day yesterday. 3 runs. Corner in, and the Blue Jays defensive alignment reflects that. Good slider in for a strike. Mention his 3rd time in Buffalo. Next time they got to him a little bit. He only went 3 2/3 high.
Mentioned that they've scored a lot of runs. They can strike out with the best of them.
The Rays come in having lost 3 out of 4. 9 up with 19 to go. It is short. Big hop for Bo Bichette and on to first. And Schulman, Pat Tabler, Hazel May. The roof is, and the Yankees a half game back to 10 o'clock Eastern time. With a ground ball to second, backhanded by Simeon, and it's a Saturday in the second game through the first 3 days. Bo Bichette grounds one up the middle to Wendell. Had ever been done. One of them was hit by this guy, Teoscar Hernandez. Over the century mark in RBIs. He's got
a little bit deeper, and he'll take his hits to right field.
The bat shallow left center, and it's going to drop. Hernandez has a base hit. And you can make a case that point of the season they've had a lot of stretches where 3 guys, 4 guys, maybe 5 or 7 of them are really going.
And they've been waiting for this. Yeah. You know.
Ground ball to short, should be 2, and it is.
In between innings, but he did.
6 down. This is Taylor Walls, the shortstop, in his 3rd from the minors, because they're uber prospects week either.
Yeah, Kevin doesn't think it's.
And they're in good shape to have the best record. He plays Tampa Bay.
It's the Rays
because they have the best record in the league. So right now, 3-2. Back out of play.
Here's the thing about scouting.
Another 3-2. Towards second. Tricky hop. That one hit the lip. Noah's 7 up and 7 down so far. No score in the 9 on the season, but over 300 his last 14 games. Who at 31 years of age can still
basketball guy, right?
A passionate Purdue Boilermakers.
Just a sophomore.
He's just a sophomore. Yeah.
Right, though he can still play. I mean, he gets great jump.
3-2. Mejia, the catcher in number 9, hitter in the on-deck. Wow, look at the movement.
But watching Alex so far, first time through this lineup, he's got his own.
And now he gets Mejia away. Right-handed batters breaking down and away from them, but when he down and in.
And it has depth to it.
And he not even going to run down to first.
Get hot, all of a sudden it can just run through the whole.
Breaking ball down and away off the plate, not chasing it, waiting for strikes. Although he missed a couple of months, his walk rate significantly.
And confident at the plate, which he is right now. He's compact. All that toe tap that we saw earlier in
the 2-2. Yeah.
All away if you want to, but you have to be able to.
Including a home run on the road trip. Not playing all the time, but it looks like a kid again, huh?
It says I want.
1-2. Not playing all the time. Or he left a ball over the heart of the plate. Hit hard though. And Brett Phillips.
3 innings. And for a team that uses the bullpen a lot.
Third best ERA in the American League. The best bullpen ERA in the American.
That's called Johnny Holstaff right there.
2-2. Fouled off.
Was just positioned flawlessly over at third.
He's hit. Fell down as he was trying to make the bag. He had to wait to make sure that ball change up away. The Blue Jays have seen him so much between Irvin and Yarbrough. Excuse me. Success against Yarbrough. But again, this is the 5th time Yarbrough and the Blue Jays and not trying to do too much against him.
It's about having and look for it early on.
Change up at the knees, 2-1.
Is to just take it early on in the account.
Outside. 18 in his career against Yarbrough with a home run as a changeup is bounds. Not hit. Good command.
Blue Jay.
Infield fly rule in effect in his career against Yarbrough, but 2 of the 3. Look out, Luke.
That should be the approach against Yarbrough.
That time he went after the changeup.
On that one, that I came out of my shoes or I
reaches for it and hits a roller to third, and the Blue Jays.
Influence in Guerrero's life. Nelson is someone
How to talk to him again on the field when he's one of the best.
He was hitting it like a big leaguer. I'm sure Vladdy was the same way at that age.
Yeah. And gets a call on the inside corner.
When he is out on that mound, and it's like he's become much more effective.
And a slider to finish him off.
Get that hand through, and that's going to give him that depth.
As well, like the one that finished off Kiermaier. And we talked about field alignment again. It is pretty well hit, but it is caught. Here's Cruz. Chases a fastball up. Broke in with Milwaukee.
For Alec, one working tonight.
2 hopper to short to Bichette.
So everything's going to be moving.
Ooh, and swing and a miss at a change. Kiermaier there. One down, Yarbrough, and that is Teoscar Hernandez. 6 for.
Somebody's got to talk to him. Hey, what's your plan? Looking for something in.
Against Ryan Yarbrough, the guy who's actually hit him the best. And maybe more. On the liner off the end.
Sinker turns the ball over. Mateo.
Now happy to take the pitch away to the opposite field. Big cut there, 2-2.
Over to first base is pedestrian.
There he goes. Vacated right side for a base hit.
Which he did, and he's able to ease.
For the hot hitting Lourdes Gurriel. Pulls it foul. A base hit.
And he rifles it back through the middle for another.
And Choi in kind of tight at first for the Blue Jays as they look to extend the lead. To turn one around.
He's had some good.
Kirk is on his way home. Gurriel will be held at third. RBI double. Grichuk 2-0 Blue Jays. Valera had a base hit to right. And a cutter in there for a strike.
Your curveball a little bit more and use your four-seamer.
Got in on him and it's foul.
2 outs.
Another base hit for Valera. And this one will cash in a couple. Gurriel and Grichuk are. Ground ball to short to second one. We're having to throw a ton of pitches here in the 4th inning. The Blue Jays. Fastball for a strike. Last thing.
Blue Jays. Ryan Yarbrough.
There goes Springer. And it is strike 3 called at the. How long it has been. And a ground ball, weakly hit to third. Valera.
It's because he's changing speeds very effectively tonight, which is plenty good enough as long as you can pitch.
And a bat pop up on the slider.
Great slider right off the end of the bat.
His first at bat. And a liner into left field. Base runner of the night for the Rays.
2-seam variety will now leak out instead of starting.
Switch hitter. Got it. Again the slider to put a hitter.